In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, and may the peace and mercy of Allah be upon His last and beloved Messenger Muhammad, and may the peace and mercy of Allah be upon you all. The title of this presentation is The Cause of Cancer, from the guidance of the Quran. Now, I will show in this lecture how to know what causes cancer, which is something that modern medicine failed to accomplish, and how to cure cancer from the guidance of the Quran. Now, as an introduction to this lecture, the question arises, what is cancer? Cancer is different than diseases that people know, which are caused by bacterial infections and viruses. Because cancer develops by the uncontrolled production of cells. So cells in the body, they start producing more and more without stopping. And as a result, tumors develop. So cancer is not like a disease per se. It is the inability of cells to stop producing, and tumor develops, and this tumor, it takes from the nutrients and nutrition of the body. That's one of the reasons why people with cancer, they feel so fatigued, and they have a kind of reduced well-being. And also these tumors, they push against internal organs. For example, in the brain, they push against neurons in the brain, and as a result, some people, they lose their hearing or vision due to cancerous tumors. So having understood this, that cancer is basically that the cells, they start producing without stopping. So why don't cells stop production? Now, as I said, in modern medicine, they don't know why. Because in modern medicine, they try to treat the symptoms, they try to go at the second stage. But I'm asking here, why does cancer start? Now, if we go to the Quran, we'll find a complete answer for this question, which again, modern medicine failed to do. Now, we can know the cause for cancer from pondering upon two verses from the Quran. The first verse is verse 88 of chapter 27 of the Quran, which reads, "And you will see the mountains and think them solid, but they shall pass away as the passing away of the clouds. The manufacturing of Allah God, who perfected all things, verily, He is well acquainted with what you do." So if we ponder upon this verse, and not just merely reciting it, we see that Allah God describes His creation, the process of manufacturing, like a manufacturing process, the manufacturing of Allah God. So any manufacturing process needs a manufacturer, in this case Allah God Almighty. And also any manufacturing process needs a factory. And if we look in the human body, what are the factories? We see that they are the cells. The cells in the body, raw materials, they enter these cells, and as an assembly process happens in the cell, and an assembled product is produced. Exactly like a factory, where raw materials enter the factory, and assembled and manufactured products is the result. So, if we look deeply in the cell, we see that there is the ribosome. It's like an assembly belt in a factory, where amino acids, they are assembled on this belt, and proteins are produced. Proteins are like the assembled or manufactured products from the cells in the body. Now, thinking more deeply about this, any factory needs a signal, needs information that tells it when to start production and when to end. And the factory takes this information from the market, from the environment. So let's say, for example, we have a factory producing cars, manufacturing cars. So when there is a reduction in the number of the cars in the market, the information is taken to the factory to start producing cars. Now the factory will stop when there is an adequate amount of cars in the market. Now applying this to the cells, when there is a need for production of proteins, the there's a signal that tells the cell that there is a need for production to start manufacturing, and when there is an ample amount or an adequate amount of these proteins, these cells should stop. Let me give an example to explain this further. Suppose that a person has a scratch in the skin. What you feel that there is heat in the area. Now, there are signals that act on the cells in that location to tell it, look, there is a reduction in collagen, one of the main kind of proteins in the skin, so start producing collagen. Now, the cell will start producing collagen and will continue to produce until the wound is healed, which is a mercy of Allah Almighty, and then it will stop. That is how Allah created the human body. So, the next question to ask, what is this signal that acts on the cells that tell it when to start and when to stop production? We can know this signal from pondering upon another verse in the Quran, which is verse number 39 of chapter 41 of the Quran, which reads, "And among his signs that you will see the earth barren, but when Allah God sends down water to it, it vibrates and grows. Verily, he who gives it life, surely is able to give life to the dead. Indeed, he is able to do all things." So here Allah Almighty tells us that when He sends down water to the earth, it vibrates and grows. So we see that Allah Almighty linked vibration to growth, which means that any living thing to grow, it needs to be in a vibratory state, it needs to vibrate. So, taking this concept of the cells, we see that the cells, they are acted upon with many signals from the environment. Like, for example, you have magnetic fields in the body which act on the cells. Vibratory magnetic fields, they act on the cell. And also in the body, you have heat acting on the cell as a signal, and you have hormonal or biochemical kind of signals acting on the cell from hormones, and you have also mechanical signals acting on the cell from the fluid flow around the cell and from mechanical deformation when it's acted upon on the cell. So these signals, as you can see on the screen, they are wave kind of like sine waves, like water waves. Now, to give an example to demonstrate this, going back to the example when you have a scratch in the skin, one of the first things you notice that there is heat. Now, this heat, it's a signal that acts on the cells in that location, and it tells the cell that to start producing collagen, maybe one of the collagen and elastin, one of the kind of proteins in the skin. So that's a triggering kind of signal to the cell. Also, when you have a scratch, there is an increased mechanical deformation, mechanical displacements in that location. That again is a signal to the cell to start producing collagen. So these signals trigger the cell to start producing, and it will continue to produce until the collagen fills the space and the wound is healed. Then there is a reduction in the heat and reduction in mechanical deformation. So the signal goes below a certain limit and the cells stop producing. So there is a limit. If exceeded, the cells will start produce, and if the signal is in the lower than this kind of limit, the cells will stop producing. I hope that's clear. So to summarize, we learn from the Quran that cells are factories. They need a signal from the environment to tell them to start and stop. This signal comes from the environment surrounding the cell, and in the body it's magnetic, electrical, thermal, mechanical, hormonal, all kinds of signals. So, linking this to cancer. So according to the Quran and the conclusion of the Quran, cancer develops due to a malfunction of the signal acting on the cell. So there is a malfunction in the signal acting on the cell, this vibratory signal, that this malfunction, the result of this, that the cells, they don't stop producing. And as a result, tumor develops. They produce more collagen, more elastin, more proteins than needed in the body, and as thus tumors continue to develop. So, the next question to ask, what is the reason for this abnormal signals in the cell, or this kind of malfunctioning in these signals? Let me demonstrate this by examples. One example is that people living under high voltage towers that carry wires that they carry high voltage and high amplitude electrical currents. Now what will happen is that these high kind of currents, they will produce large amplitude magnetic fields around these wires. And a person living under these towers, what will happen that, as I said, that the cells, they are always acted upon by an internal or intrinsic magnetic field in the body, which tells the cell when to start and when to stop. Now the situation changes. There is a large external magnetic field acting on the cells in the body. So this overrides the internal magnetic field, which tells us the cells to stop. So you have a large external magnetic field which keeps telling the cells produce, and as a result tumors develop. And there are studies that there's a strong correlation between people living under these kind of high voltage towers and cancers and development of tumors. So if we link this to the knowledge of the Quran, it's a perfect match between the two, it's a perfect fit between, if you consider what I'm saying, a theory from the Quran and experimental findings. Another kind of example, people which they expose their skin to sunlight so much. Now these people, what will happen is that sunlight produces thermal energy in the skin, heat. And as I said, the heat signal in the body, it tells the cells when to start, when to stop. So here we have a large external thermal signal from the sun. So it keeps telling the cells to produce more and more, and as a result, skin cancer develops, tumors develop. So another example, hormonal kind of therapy. Some people, they take like human growth hormones and external hormones to the body. Again, if hormones are taken in large amounts, then the hormone keeps telling the cells to continue producing, and tumors might develop due to this. So to summarize what I'm saying is that this abnormality or change in the signal acting on the cell can result from environmental factors like high magnetic fields, electric fields, intake of hormones, too much exposure to sunlight. So this is the mechanism on how cancer develops. And I did some experiment to show this more and more. So the experiment is also derived from the Quran, where Allah states in chapter 71 verse 17 the following, and Allah God has grown you forth from the earth like plants. So here Allah is telling us that He has grown us from the earth like plants, meaning that the design and the mechanism, the biomechanism acting to grow our body is exactly like plants. So the biomechanisms acting to cause growth in the human body are like plants. What this means is that if we have a plant and we subject it to magnetic fields, large external magnetic fields, the effect in the plant should be similar to that in the body. So this is what I noticed when the following experiment has been done, where we have here two plants. The one on the left is without magnetic stimulation, without subjecting it to large external magnetic fields. The one on the right is with magnetic stimulation, where a strong magnetic field is applied around this plant. So as you can see, the plant on the right, which is subjected to magnetic stimulation, there is a large kind of increase in growth. Well, this means that this external magnetic field triggered the increased production of the cells in the plant. So this also shows that the truthfulness of this conclusion from the Quran, that external signals can affect the intrinsic signal or the internal signal acting on the cell. So that is the diagnosis for cancer. Now, if you diagnose something correctly, you can cure it. So let's see what's the cure for cancer from the guidance of the Quran. And it's the following. The bottom line here is that we need to restore the signal, the correct signal acting on the cell. So we learn from the Quran that the cause for cancer is abnormality or malfunctioning in the signal acting on the cell due to external kind of factors. Now what we need to do is to restore the signal acting on the cell to its correct state. How can we do that? For example, if the person is subjected to large magnetic fields, he needs to go away from that. So people living under these high voltage towers, they need to move away from that location so that you don't subject your body to large external magnetic fields. Hormones, for example, you need to keep hormones in your body in a balanced state, because if there is an increase in hormones, then this is a signal for the cell to keep producing, and there is a risk for cancer. Also, exposure to sunlight. Avoid too much exposure to sunlight, because that will always produce a thermal signal in the body that will trigger cells to produce more and more. And the best way to do that is the Islamic dress code, how Allah teaches us to dress from the Quran. For example, for the women, where it's in Islam that she needs to cover the whole body except the face and the hands to the wrist. So this reduces the amount of sunlight which the body harnesses, and as thus it reduces the risk of skin cancer. So the summary of what I'm saying is that knowing the cause for cancer, that is an external magnetic field or thermal field or electrical field, external signal acting on the body, we need to shield the body from this external signal. And I gave examples with respect to the magnetic signal or the hormonal biochemical signal and so forth. So we see, brothers and sisters, the beauty of the Quran, how something that modern medicine failed to do, we did it by pondering upon 3 verses of the Quran. And I'm open to any collaboration in this region or this topic. If somebody wants to carry out more experiments and to test this more and more, I'm open to collaborate with that person to show this knowledge to people more and more, and to strive to make the word of Allah God Supreme. And to know more details about this topic, please visit my website at www.quran-miracle.com, and you can email me at zaidquran@yahoo.com, and may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon you all.